Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nightmare Collective. I'm Chris. Thanks for stopping by and watching my review for Scream 6. Okay, so I know it's been a while. I've been moving, I've been unpacking things. I'm in a different place. I still need to get a new desk. I'm in this little baby desk, I'm sitting here trying to make thumbnails for Scream 6. Spoilers, because I am going to talk about this movie in full. Normally I do non-spoiler reviews, but we are way past the date that is released, so I just want to talk about the movie as a whole because I feel like that's how I need to articulate it, because I did not like this movie at all. There's a lot I didn't like, and I don't want to make this a 15-minute long rant, so I'm just going to be very concise and tell you what I did not like about this movie. So, I did not like the killer reveals in this movie. I did not like the kills in this movie. I feel like Kirby is wasted, and overall I just think they are trying so hard with these meta aspects for these films that it is to the detriment of the film overall. So I did enjoy probably the first half hour. I liked where we were going, especially the opening with Smarwea being killed and kind of showing the killer, and I was like, okay, are we gonna go down the path where we're like revealing the killer at the beginning of the movie and kind of following them the whole movie, and then we still have other killers that we don't know? That would be interesting. But we don't like to do interesting things. We like to set up things and then not even breadcrumb. We're like holding up things. We're like, hey, here, we're gonna use this movie as an example. We're like, this is in the background the whole time, and it's like Ethan, Quinn's dad. I don't even remember his name, but that's what we're doing here. They did this in 5, where they're like, never trust the leverage. They're like pinpointing and pointing out exactly what they're going to do, and it's very frustrating because what I come to Scream for, and I found this out through watching all of these movies again, is that that's what I'm here for. Yes, the kills are fine, but there are more gruesome things out there, so they're just very bland and not that interesting. So you can't really come to Scream for the kills, or if you're a gore hound. That is not what Scream is for. It is about a nice meta commentary, commentating on something that's happened before and setting up and effectively doing kill reveals that you don't expect. That's what Scream is the best at. Now, we may be able to pick out usually one or the other, but I typically didn't pick out both of them. I always would pick out maybe one, other than the first one. I mean, you thought Billy Loomis was going to be it, but then they were like maybe playing that up, so you were always on your toes about who it actually was. Now, Stu being it, you did not expect, and I don't think many people did. And so there was a lot of good stuff in there, but it was also a product of its time, so a lot of stuff you could do then, and you can't do that now. And I feel like 5 gets a pass because they were like doing the Force Awakens thing, where they were like, hey, we're just going to kind of reshift, readjust, and reintroduce this universe to people because it's been so long. And so that was fine. We have our legacy characters, we have our new characters, we're reintroducing those things. And, I thought it was ballsy that they killed off Dewey, and they were really, starting to do things. I thought the killer reveals were weak in Scream 5, but overall it was fine because I was like, okay, well, the next one they can kind of set out on their path and do their own thing that is interesting, and we'll see where they go. And then we'll judge the merit of 5 on 6, because it's like, if 6 is bad, then 5 was a mistake and we can't give them a pass any longer. So 6, I didn't really like it. None of it works. I mean, they're so unwilling to kill people now, whereas I'm like, you killed Dewey and that was fine. But now, like, we don't kill Gail, even though she's on her deathbed, basically on the ground. They're like, nope, we got a pulse. And it was like that for everybody. Every time you see somebody that is dead, Mindy, that dude, they just come back and they get stabbed, especially that dude. I cannot remember his name. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. But Tara's now love interest and Mindy's brother, he gets stabbed by 2 people. I can only suspend my disbelief in this movie for so long when so many people are dying and getting gutted and still coming back to life. It's a bit ridiculous, and that just takes me out of the movie. And so by the end, I'm like, man, we didn't have the balls to kill anybody. We've done nothing in this movie. That's the worst thing you can do in a movie, is make it pointless. Nothing happened in this film. We only set things up so maybe inevitably in a 7th one we could do this thing. And so I don't know, I don't like, and this is very much, I know this has nothing to do with horror, but like I'm feeling the same ways, like I said, I've been playing Destiny 2, and the new expansion is basically that. It's basically filler, and so I'm having those same feelings that I got when I played that expansion, and now I'm here with Scream 6, which basically just feels like filler. It doesn't feel like anything substantial happened. Everybody is pretty much in the same place they were before. I mean, yes, they know that somebody tried to kill them, and Sam, I believe, is maybe in a different place. Sam and Tara are in a different place, but those are the only 2 characters that actually grow. I mean, I'm putting that in quotes, that they're growing. I think they're closer, and I think they do that. And maybe there's something interesting with Sam. But overall, I mean, the gimmick of like Billy being there is like, I don't know, like I'm kind of over it, and they need to do something with it, or they need to get off the pot and stop pitting him in this movie, because it's like, is she a serial killer? What are they building to? So I feel like that's the only thing they know what they're doing with. They're like, okay, we know what we're doing with Sam. We've got an arc for her, but everything else, we have no idea. Kirby was wasted, you know, so there's so much in this film overall that I just didn't like. And so I'm not going to belabor any more points. I just didn't like the movie. And, you know, to each their own. Like I said, I could really care less if they make another Scream movie. I will still go watch it, and I will give them a chance to kind of redeem themselves. And I know there's a lot of people that probably like this movie, but what I go for Scream, I did not get in this movie. And I thought the killer reveals were super weak, and I thought the last 20 minutes was just bad. So overall, those are my thoughts. Let me know down below, what did you think about Scream 6? Are you excited for the potential of more? If we don't kill Mindy off in the first 5 minutes of 7, though, I'm going to walk the fuck out. So let's just do that right away, because she's the most annoying character and she needs to die. And so she is not Randy, and she needs to understand that. And the writers of this movie need to understand that she is not Randy, and I am tired of her monologuing for 15 minutes about nothing. So I get it. We all understand what's going on. We understand meta. It was done in 1996. We get it. So to you, Radio Silence, step up your game. The writing is not good, and I think it could be better, and you need to make something that is interesting and creative and not continue to bank off the things that have happened before, because it's not that interesting. All right. I'm going to shut up now. Thanks for stopping by and watching my review. And if you like what I do here, consider becoming part of the collective. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do all of those things. And I will be doing an update video in probably the next week or so, kind of going over like my move, all that stuff, my second channel, and the stuff that's going to come over the next year, my goals and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna link some videos for you now, and then after that, you can continue on the channel. So I'll link my Scream 5 review, so if you wanna check that one out, you can, and then I'll link my last horror haul. If you're into physical media or stuff like that, I do a lot of that on the channel as well. All right, that's all I've got, and I'll talk to you guys later.